Hey folks, Mark with MD Custom Fly Rods here, and we are down to pretty much the final step on this 9-foot 10 weight musky rod. So we're just going to be starting the epoxy. Well, actually, we're going to go ahead and verify our guides are nice and straight before the epoxy goes on. We're going to make sure everything's set just right the way we need it. We are going to start laying up the epoxy and stickers, and then that will be it. Other than a few minor things which are actually not rod related, but are custom related to what's going to be going out with this. So I'll get everything set up here and show you what we got going, which is going to be how I do it and a way for you guys to do it if you're not able to set up this way. So let me get everything going. Hold on. Okay. What I've got set up here is the laser. Go and get set up. As I'm going to shoot this I'm going to shoot this and run this through the guide eyes. And as what this is doing is I'm getting one last check before I throw epoxy on to make sure every guide eye on the how the rod is going to be assembled is in line with the one before. You can look down it with your eye, and that is and will get you pretty freaking close every time. There's really no way to go wrong, but anal retentiveness is anal retentiveness, and let's, and if honestly, if you're paying somebody to build a rod for you, do you really just want them to use their eye? No. Therefore, got the laser turned on, and we start up at the front, and you can see I'm running through the first eye and second eye as I go on down. So the next way is start with a strike indicator on some of your backing or any sort of a string, and put your rod suspended and make sure it's nice and flat and straight going down. And you will need about 9 feet of backing. Oh, great. Of course, I get a tangle in it. It's just like I go fishing. Just can't help myself, I guess. There we go. Okay. So, just put a strike indicator on the end here. Turn this light back on. Take your end opposite your strike indicator and start feeding it through. Stop for a drink of beer. And pull it tight. Now that we got it tight, just go on through and make sure all of your guides that line runs straight through the center of every guide. You want nice smooth stripping, but make sure that, not doing anything stupid like me, but make sure that feeds right through the center. You'll be able to see right through the center of your guides. And that way I will do this, and I will actually do the string method one more time when I go to lay on the second part of my identification markers for my assembly dots. So we are good here. So I will go ahead and get it set up in the machine and start getting the epoxy mixed up and on. Let me another minute to go ahead and get everything reconfigured and the camera reset up. Brush cleaned out. That went fairly quick. So we'll give this a few hours to dry out. I will take my foil and set it on down here. That will remind me, because this is once again, speaking of, as I said, the foil there is just a reminder for me because I do stupid things. And it is a reminder to always, when coming back and double checking and touching the foil, or want to make sure that the epoxy is set and ready to go, always test the foil first. Check the make sure the epoxy is dry on the foil before it on the rod, because then that will mean if you don't and it's not quite dry, that's going to be a spot you will sand out and have to re-epoxy when it does dry. So nice little handy tip, a little bit of information to have right there as well. And wash and rinse that twice. But with this flex coat, I will keep this running on the dryer for about, rotating for about 3 to 4 hours, and it should be good overnight. And I will get another coat on first thing in the morning. I think I got volunteered for something. In fact, I know I got volunteered for something. And it's not something I can drink myself out of. I know, I've tried. But okay, brush is good. I will get this, fish out the other one wherever I dropped it to, because that's actually my favorite brush, which I will look for another time. So, that being said, take friends and family fishing. Keep your mental health where it needs to be, because times are crazy. And maybe you taking friends and family out gives them the mental release that they need. Like, subscribe. Don't forget those notification bells. And just actually hitting those likes and subscribes does really, really help the algorithms, because I don't understand how those algorithms work with YouTube, but and I'm 55. I doubt I'll ever figure it out, but it's interesting when you guys do hit them and do hit comments. Weird things happen, and all positive. So, that being said, have a great day. I will see you out there on the water.